Hi, I'm Josh and I make lyric analysis videos here on YouTube. If you want more of that, then press that subscribe button. Today, we're talking about the song Shy Away and what we can learn from looking at just the lyrics. Shy Away was written by Tyler Joseph and is the first song released from the upcoming 21 Pilots album, Scaled and Icy. There is a link in the description to the music video. Please remember that this is one opinion critique that I am rationalizing with logic. I am also looking at how this song works when contained by itself, not through the lens of interviews or other knowledge from various sources, just the lyrics. The form of a song is important to understanding how things fit together, and this song really shows this off. This is mainly because the pre-chorus here is slightly different every time and has a more direct connection to the verses than you would normally think. I do think pre-chorus might be the correct label for it, but for the purposes of this video, I'm counting it as part of the verses. This gives us a straightforward verse 1, chorus, verse 2, chorus, verse 3, chorus, ending. That gives us 4 lyrically different sections, 3 verses, and a chorus. Verse 1 thrusts us right into the confusion. When I get home, you better not be there. We're placing bets you won't. Shed your modesty, and the only thing to leave behind is your own skin on the floor. Before we dive too deep here, it is important to revisit that connection between the verse and the pre-chorus. If you split them up, then the bets being placed are about whether or not the you will be there. When you look at them as directly connected, you see that the bets are being placed on whether or not the modesty will be shed. Let's talk about the subjects for the song. So far we have the singer and the you, that at this point is unidentified. So this is internal dialogue in the singer's head, who is out of the house and on the way back, expecting the you to be somewhere else. The singer seems to be with others, or at least one other person, that has these bets about the you going on. From my perspective, the bets are that you won't shed modesty. This is an interesting idea in general. Here are some definitions of modesty. I believe we want to look more at the third one. Behavior, manner, or appearance intended to avoid impropriety or indecency. As we move to the chorus, this will fit in a little more, as the modesty seems to be holding the you back, at least from the singer's perspective. What is really interesting is the singer is claiming that leaving the modesty behind will be a full transformation. And honestly, if that is the case, then the modesty of the you must be a defining characteristic, meaning the singer wants the you to change from who they are. Let's take a look at the chorus. There are some minor variations between the repeats of the chorus, but I don't find it to be enough to change the meaning of the words. Don't shy away. Manifest a ceiling when you shy away. Searching for that feeling, just like an I love you that isn't words, like the song he wrote that's never heard. The first couple of lines show us the connection between the modesty and the limits. The modesty is what is causing the you of the song to shy away, and because the you is backing off from different opportunities, it creates a barrier and limits the potential of the you. This is where things seem to get a little weird, but do check out logically. So the modesty seems to be caused by searching for the feeling of love. Not simply the feeling when someone says, I love you, but rather the feeling you get when you know someone loves you without them needing to say it. This works with the song Not Heard as well. This is not just some garbage song that fails to rhyme or have meaning. This is a song that he, a new and different character, poured his heart into, and the subject of the song doesn't even need to hear it because they already know the details. This is really good imagery that a lot of people will sing along and completely miss. On to verse 2. When you get home, you barely recognize the pictures they put in a frame because you shed your modesty. Don't circle the track, take what you have, and leave your skin on the floor. This adds another different subject to the song with the they, but more on that later. This seems to be sometime after verse 1, as the you has left the house after successfully shedding the modesty. It would seem that the they is meant as the you's parents, as that seems to be the most likely group of people to have framed pictures of you. The you doesn't recognize themselves as expected when you leave skin behind, but what is not explored here is if the they recognizes the you. Part of this seems a little confusing. It seems very clear to me that the you here has shed the modesty, and that is why there is a lack of recognition, but the singer is still telling the you what to do. Here is an illustration of stop running around the track. Take what you have and move on to something different. Verse 2 has not changed anything in the chorus, so let's move ahead to verse 3. When I get home, boy, you better not be there. You're long gone. Shed your modesty. Don't circle the track. Just break the cycle in half and leave your skin on the floor. This is interesting because it starts to feel like it went back in time and then seems to correct itself. Verse 2 made it seem pretty clear that the you wasn't going to be home when the singer got there. But here the singer is stating the desire again. The boy here seems to be used by some as a descriptor of the you. But I think this is more of an exclamation. Like, oh boy, but in a negative sense. This seems to skip right to the singer getting home and noting that the you is gone. But once again, this transitions to those instructions, most of which are repeated from before. It is an interesting choice to me to break the cycle in half specifically. If this is running on a track, then are you going to go from 400 meter laps to 200? Breaking the cycle seems to be enough here, but it is specified as breaking it in half. And how can you find the half point of a cycle? The point of a cycle is that it repeats without end. We see the last chorus with no change to the understanding still, and an ending that is just part of the chorus again. Overall, this song seems to have a lot going on, and the meaning can change depending on how you split it up. I think the idea of shedding modesty needs to be looked at closely before deciding it is a good thing, as well as the idea of changing oneself beyond recognition. What do you think? Is this one amazing song with a perfect message? Will there be a better song on the full album? Let me know in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, think before you sing.